Okay, hello and welcome everybody once again to part 4 of this What Grass series, where I've really been trying to help people make intelligent decisions regarding their choice of grass for their lawns and landscape. Before we get into the video, I just want to thank everybody who has been following the series. I've gotten a lot of great feedback, a lot of good comments and questions. And just to let you know, Facebook has given me a 100% response rate on questions. So feel free to ask your questions. I'll be very happy to answer them if I can. And one last thing, I just want to take a quick poll of how people are feeling so far, or how people's minds are leaning so far between Savannah grass and zoysia grass. You've had enough to be able to clearly differentiate them right now. Shoot something in the comments, let me know what you think, and I'll try to see if I can put the data together and present it back to you so we have an idea. Okay, it's 60-40, 70-30 zoysia Savannah, or vice versa. So what are the advantages of choosing Savannah grass for your lawn and landscape? Let's see. Okay, so the fact is, once you're living in Trinidad and Tobago, most of the time you equally have the opportunity to choose between either Savannah grass or zoysia grass. But what I get is a lot of people come up to me and they're very biased already. So they'll say, listen, I don't want no part of that turf. That turf too hard to maintain, it's too expensive. And then somebody else will come and say, Savannah grass is the better grass, right? I used to see Savannah all over the place, nobody taking any care of it, and it's working and it's looking real good. So the fact is that better is relative. It's really relative to the prevailing situation and conditions at the specific property, but most of all, it tends to come down to being better with respect to the homeowner's preferences and their practices. You know, there's other factors as well, including the quality of maintenance that you have. Let's run the clip from Ashad's farm, where I'm specifically talking about the advantages and disadvantages of Savannah grass. Okay, so what are the advantages of a Savannah grass lawn? Now, of course, as I said, one of the main advantages of a Savannah grass lawn is the rate at which it establishes. You know, you could actually plant Savannah grass plugs further apart than you would plant zoysia plugs, and it will still fill in the lawn in a shorter period of time. Right? The Savannah grass has a darker color. For those who like a darker color, that is an advantage. One of the important advantages of Savannah grass as well is that it grows better in shade. Right? Zoysia is not tolerant of shade at all. Now, Savannah doesn't like shade either, but it will tolerate more shade than zoysia would. And so if you know you're planting where you're going to establish your lawn is, you know, has more trees or more shadows, your house is casting a shadow here all the time, or something like that, you may strongly consider a Savannah grass lawn. Another advantage is that the Savannah grass lawn is not as cushiony as the zoysia grass lawn is. Now, that could be an advantage if you want to use your yard for your child to ride their bike on and that kind of thing. It's easier to ride a bike. It's more difficult to ride a bike through zoysia grass than it would be to ride it through Savannah grass, right? And so, yeah. And so, you know, in a situation like that, you might want to consider having a Savannah grass lawn instead of the zoysia. What other advantages do we have? Savannah is kind of really local to Trinidad and Tobago. Anywhere that you are maintaining low, chances are it will just automatically kind of grow Savannah grass. It might not be a pure lawn that you would end up with, but you'll have a significant amount of savanna grass there. Anywhere like through Wallerfield and so on, where they graze cows and you know these kind of places, anywhere you're grazing cows and animals and whatnot, you end up with savanna grass automatically, just taking over almost the whole area. In fact, before there were nice farms like this and it was so convenient, we used to actually go to cow fields, cow pastures, and dig savanna grass all for ourselves to plant. Yeah, $200 a bag. As much as you could pack in the bag, that's how it worked. So being native to Trinidad, it means that you know this grass is really adjusted to our climate and all of that. So even though it goes down a lot in the dry season, and a lot of people do lose their savanna grass lawns in the dry season, it hardly ever really completely dies out from anywhere you plant it. You know, chances are, give it some water and some time, it'll come back, it'll just appear. You don't know where it appeared from, where it come from, but that's what it will do. Another disadvantage with savanna grass though is that it is very susceptible to mole crickets. Mole crickets do a job on savanna grass pretty quickly, much more so than the zoysia grass. And so that is something you have to look out for once you actually see patches opening up in your savanna grass. Think mole crickets almost immediately and do something about it, because it could only be a matter of weeks before your lawn is 80% disseminated. And so that's it basically. All right, so there you go, savanna grass. Now you know all about the advantages and disadvantages of choosing savanna grass for your lawn and landscape. Of course, next time we're going to do the same thing for zoysia grass, and then we really have enough information to make a good decision regarding which grass you choose. I'm really looking forward to getting you there. Okay guys, so I have really been enjoying bringing this set of videos to you. We're nearing the end right now. Don't forget to put in the comments or send me a message as to which grass you're leaning towards so far. By the way, if you're able to guess where this location is and you're outside of my circle, I'll give you 10% off your project. And you know, these videos have been proving to be quite helpful to people. So if you can do like and share, you know, you may actually help somebody out. And I really look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, stay green, my friends.